So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the greatest watch market update show in the world. At least, me and Kino believe we are the greatest watch market update show in the world. We do, we really do. And, ladies and gentlemen, I have some wonderful information that I would like to share with you guys. And, in 1980, in the year 1980, I was 18 years old. I just turned 18 years old. And Rolex factory introduced a new watch model. It was an unbelievable looking Rolex watch model. It came out in 1980. It's the Rolex Datejust reference number 17013. And it was a two-tone. If many of you out there know that reference number, you can know what watch I'm talking about like that. It was the 17013 two-tone, and it had a beautiful blue dial. I was 18 years old and I was dying to get this watch, but I didn't have the resources of money, capital to purchase the watch. And that watch, it was from 1980, 1980, 80, 81, 79, something like that, But it was, they were very, very advanced with their, with the new way of, they did this watch, it was beautiful, the bracelet was the most beautiful thing this watch had. And this watch, it has something different from all the other Rolex, watch, models out there. It had a quartz movement. That's right, it had a quartz movement. It was beautiful, as you can see in the picture. It was a beautiful time machine, but it was quartz. And I was really dying to get this watch, I really wanted it, and I really wanted it to get this watch until I was able to buy this watch. A few years later, I was like probably 20 years old. I was able to get the watch, and I bought this watch in Miami, downtown Florida. I bought it from a jewelry store, jewelry/watch store, which is still around. It's called Bachwood Jewelers in downtown. And I bought it from them, and I paid for that watch, I believe something like I think it was like $1,300, in 1982, 83, something to that. 82, 83. I paid for it $1,300. It was beautiful. I mean, straight, clean line finishes. It was very advanced, for the year 1980. They were ahead of the game, beautiful. I mean, to me, it has the most beautiful bracelet, beautiful. The links, the profile, the polish, with the edge, the edge. It was unbelievable, this watch. And I went nuts with this watch. I had, like I said again, a 36 millimeter. It's a Datejust, with an oyster quartz movement. And boy, did I have fun with that watch. If you had that watch back in the very early 80s, wow, you were like something special, At least that's what I thought, You went to the club scene, you went to Faces in the Grove, you went to Cats in the Grove, you went to Regine's in the Grove, you went to Club Z, and you're like, wow, you had this beautiful, beautiful Rolex, oyster quartz, on your hand. It's like unbelievable, I was going nuts. So I got the watch, and I still have this watch, ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful, two-tone yellow gold with stainless steel, and the casing was kind of, as you can see in the picture, kind of a round radius, but square, like square, like, I don't know, I don't know what it was, oval, octagon, whatever it is, but it was just very ahead of the time. I don't know if Rolex was doing that watch at that time to compete with AP, with Patek, I don't know, even Vacheron, Constantin, but it was very ahead of their time with that watch model. And for some reason, the watch just died out, it died out. It never really claim, championship caliber because it had an oyster quartz movement. It wasn't it wasn't automatic or mechanical, whatever you want to call it. It was an oyster quartz. Battery. It had battery, the watch. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I don't know how Kino got these pictures, but we have some other pictures of a watch that basically we truly believe this watch is going to be released first Monday. This Monday coming up is going to be released, and that is they're calling this watch the land dweller, or I'm calling it the land cruiser. And it's just the bracelet. It looks exactly to those same finishes that the oyster quartz Rolex, quartz had, clean, with the profile bevel finish, a Midas finish on it. I mean, it looks unbelievable, as you can see in the picture. I mean, what I'm going to show you on these pictures is the bracelet, because I think this bracelet is going to be the bracelet that people are going to go nuts for. They're going to go bananas, and I believe I don't know if it's an automatic movement or quartz movement. I'm going to say, Kino says it's going to be an automatic movement, and I'm going to stick to my quartz movement. And I think it's going to look beautiful the way you can see the lock, the lock mechanism on the watch. It looks, it looks unbelievable. And I really think this watch on Monday, April the 1st, will be released. I don't know how Kino got these pictures, but he got these pictures. And I told him this, this has to be it right here. This has to be that Datejust, oyster quartz from back from the 80s. They're bringing it back, and I'm happy because I honestly believe, ladies and gentlemen, that this is gonna be something that people are gonna go nuts. And if it comes automatic, like Kino says, it's gonna explode. But even if it doesn't come in an automatic movement and it comes with a quartz, I think it's going to explode. I really believe that Rolex is doing things to be in the same level. I've been telling you guys about this for some time already. They want to be in the same level as AP, Patek Philippe, Vacheron Constantin. They want to be in that same level. And you can see in the picture, the finishes on that Rolex bracelet, I mean, straight, clean line finishes, with bevel edges. I mean, something that you would see only especially on AP. You see those kind of finishes on Audemars Piguet. And I see that Rolex is, if this really is released on Monday, April Fool's Day, it's going to be unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna. I've been saying already that Rolex spends millions and millions of dollars in research and technology, on a lock, on a watch, on a bracelet, They spend millions and millions of dollars. I don't think there's no watch brand out there that spends the amount of money that these people spend on technology, research, I mean, while many people are still, using carburetors in their car, they're using electrical, parts in their car. They're flying, they're flying. And I honestly believe, as you can see those pictures, I mean, we're only looking at the bracelet, but they're even saying that you can see it's going to have a visible crystal glass in the back to see the movement, So, maybe that can be also an automatic movement, Maybe, Joaquin is right, about saying that it's going to have an automatic movement because it has a visible crystal backing on the watch. I mean, But to me, like I'm telling you, this watch, the oyster quartz, two-tone stainless steel with yellow gold and a blue dial. I still have it. My son is the one that has that watch now, but it's unbelievable. They were ahead of their time with that architecture of that watch, of that design. They were very, very ahead of the game. I mean, that watch didn't look like it belonged in 1980. It looked like it belonged in Odyssey 2001. So ahead of the game they were. But like I said again, it never really kicked big because it had a quartz movement, and it is what it is. But if they bring that watch back again, which I believe they are, it's going to be really something beautiful to see. And I believe probably it's going to have a beautiful white dial, silver dial. And who knows, maybe you guys see something in the picture of the bracelet. Maybe it's, can be white gold. It could be platinum, I don't know. But, or maybe it can be a square, casing, who knows? Because I'm telling you, I told you guys that Rolex, purchased that Rolex company, a buck, I don't know, I forgot the name of it, I don't know, buck something, Baccarat. They purchased Baccarat and they took all their best craftsmanship, movement, parts, workers from Baccarat and brought them into Rolex. And maybe this is the beginning, the start of the beginning of them, making unbelievable watches, Who knows, split second, tourbillons, I don't know, all that good stuff. Because this bracelet that you see in the picture is not, it's not your normal, you can tell it has that, it has the crown, on the lock, on the safety lock, it has it there. But you can tell it is a Rolex bracelet. Somehow you can tell, but it's different. As you can see, it's different. And I think this is, if Monday morning this watch is released, it's going to be the watch that everybody is going to really go after. I've been telling you guys that Rolex is moving into higher and better things. They want to compete. They want to compete with the Pateks. They want to compete with the APs. They want to compete with, I'm talking about, elegance, craftsmanship-wise, movement-wise. They want to compete with those big King Kongs out there, those monsters, Vacheron Constantin, So I honestly believe that this watch is going to blow up and people are going to go mad, crazy for this watch. I think this is it. This is the sleeper. This is the sleeper right here. I don't know how Kino got these pictures, but he got them, and it looks. I'll say this to you guys, for sure. On Monday morning, that bracelet will be dropped. How's that? I don't know what it is, but that bracelet is going to be dropped, and that bracelet is back from the 1980s. They tweaked it better, but if you look at the 1980 bracelet and you look at this bracelet in the picture, you're gonna go, wow, it looks something similar to it, I mean, you can see the lock on the 1980 oyster quartz, it had the same lock from today, from today. But the one you're seeing now from 2025, it looks like, wow, something different, It can be, who knows? Maybe it's a day president. Who knows? It can be that, but it's unbelievable. And again, Sweet Kid Kino wanted me to share all this information with you people out there, so you guys have a head start, from today to Monday, so you get ready to see what's happening. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that bracelet is coming out, and whatever they put there, whether it's round, oval, octagon, whatever it is going to blow up. This is going to be the watch right here. This is going to be the watch with that beautiful bracelet. All right, guys, it's going to be beautiful. And if it's quartz, it's quartz. But, Sweet Kid Kino saw something that I really didn't, pay attention to. It has a visible, see-through crystal glass in the back. And that tells me that whatever is coming automatic, All right, guys? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this and you learn something, to be ahead of the game. Share this video with your friends. Show them the pictures of the new bracelet that's coming out from Rolex, Rolex 2025. Anyway, guys, take care and brush your hair. I forgot to tell you guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. All right, guys? And like we say always, take care and brush your hair. Peace.